Hey guys, what's up? It's Mario coming to you with the 1 year update. It's 1 year. There's a lot, man. They are in there.
Wagwan Not Nation. Today's video comes from the likelihoods of the YouTube realm. Jermario Williams hollered at me on YouTube and wherever else to make a video on his dreads, and I said sure, just add me to the featured section of your YouTube page and we ain't got no problem. So of course, if any of you guys want to do the same collaboration, of course add me to your featured section on your channel. Let me know in the comments. I'll subscribe back, I'll comment on your videos. But today, Jermario Williams, his locks looking quite savage for this dread review. These locks come from the Dread Sponge kind. Dread Sponge being that new product that's out there to help guide your freeform dreads. Of course, with this route you can just sponge for a few months and then let your hair freeform right after that. It's really not a big deal to use the dread sponge, and it's rather easy to correspond with. Essentially, when you hop out the shower and your hair is drying, you give it a little bit of a rub on your head and it starts to create these dread anchors, otherwise known as dread buds, the nubs that will begin your locking process. And this is how you see guys like A My Keys TV and a few other guys out there making their dreads like so. Personally, I'm not one of a fan of tapers on my own head, but they are becoming a bigger fad and trend these days. Fading the side of your head or tapering is the neater way of doing the freeform locks. Do note this is not a high top though, it's just a tapered side. High top would have a little more taken off the side. Of course, with the side taper still happening, we can see that it looks pretty fresh. It's basically the beginnings of a fade. When you go to the barber, you get a fade, but with the dread sponge happening here, you can see that they're pretty much locked up, and essentially he wouldn't need to sponge anymore and just let these Congo up from this point. Now he's maybe still just a few months into the game at this point, but we definitely see some wispy tips starting to happen on the sides of his locks. Over the next few weeks of pictures here, nothing really changes, but we notice that the taper is consistent, probably a bi-weekly thing he's been doing. But note how his hair spikes upwards. It's a pretty cool looking way to have the dreads. What do you think? Gaining a little bit more length in this photo, we do see some balls and nubs happening on the end of his hair. It looks like he might have even been finger twisting it, just playing around. You want to keep your hands away from your dreads though. I feel that Jermario achieved his locks rather quickly, especially for only having them for 1 year. They have some nice definition, they're sticking up on end like crazy baby locks, and he seems mad hella happy to have them. It's always great to see some Congoing happening, and at this point we can see that his hair is parting in a natural way. Some of them starting to come together, some of them clumping, and this is the effect of the freeforms, effect of the freeformed. Again, freeforms here really taking shape, although I am not a fan of the front taper that we're seeing in this picture. Everyone's got their free will and what they want to do with their locks, of course. I'm just saying that you run a risk of balding yourself by tapering the front of your locks. Plus, it kind of looks awkward. What do you guys think in the comments below? Let me know, but some people are a fan of this, obviously, so respects to them. Again, we see here the front taper, but the freeforms are looking mad lengthy at this point. A lot of definition once again. And with this next photo, it was more towards the last stages of his locks. One of the last cool update pictures that we see before he made the big lock chop. I can really vouch for the dreads in this photo. The front taper not being as bad, but the side taper being there, it all looks really good at this point. A lot of people trying to get this style when they're going for the dreadlocks. Apparently the high top, the tapered sides is what's in these days. In this picture here, his hair actually reminds me of a haircut that like Big Sean might be rocking, but it's long on the top. It's just strange how you can rock the fade and still have a lock on top. Like, it's a different look, no doubts. It's a different look. Now here we see a picture of Jermario at the 1 year mark on his updates, and we do see quite the difference in the terms now and compared to when he first started. The front taper here looking a bit pushed back, but notice how thick his locks are on the sides specifically. And he made the lock chop right after this, and it threw me by surprise to see that he chopped his locks off and rocked the hairdo like this. It's almost like a Bruno Mars look. Quite the unique look for him, and I gotta vouch for him. He's got the unique hairstyles on lock. And as of recently, he posted a picture like this showing you the Big Sean haircut I was talking about earlier, and he chopped off everything at this point. So I mean, everyone's journey comes to an end someday. And I have a feeling by his Instagram, he mandem chopped his hair off for the military, the Air Force, which they will make you do if you are a male. Females can go in with dreads and braids. It's a new thing that they passed last year. But I'm going to end this video here. Big up yourselves, Jermario, and definitely stay happy and nappy. I'm gone. Peace out.
Just hit me up, man. You already know who it is. It's Mario, and I'm out.